Slate V presents your guide to the worst cinematic crap that's ever been made.
Oh, you startled me. I didn't hear you enter my secret chamber. Hi, I'm Jordan Legan, and welcome to another edition of the worst cinematic crap that's ever been made. For Halloween, we've decided to focus on some of cinema's worst scary movies. So gather your friends and shriek at horrible acting, terrifying writing, and special effects that look like they were made by your lazy, stupid 10-year-old brother. Yes, folks, hold on to your vomit bags, because here are some horror films that tried so hard to get it right, and yet somehow got it so terribly, terribly wrong. To some parents, the only thing more frightening than their kids being into gory, violent films is them being into heavy metal rock and roll. Well, this little opus combined them all into 1988's Black Roses. And as you can see, the Prince of Darkness has sent a rock band to Earth to hypnotize the youth. Yes, it's truly monster rock. I'm sorry. I thought if Satan had a band, they'd be way cooler than these guys.
Turn this music off!
And another interesting thing about Black Roses for you fans out there of The Sopranos, an early appearance by Big Pussy himself, Vincent Pastore, as a tough dad who dares to mess with rock and roll. See, that's called vinyl, kids. Vinyl rules. But if you still have the receipt, I'd try and return those speakers. Next, we're going to 1967's Gallery of Horrors. This low-budget mess is to anthologies what Daredevil is to superhero movies, an embarrassment. John Carradine hosts each segment. Yes, please ignore the fact that I'm standing in front of a canvas backdrop. Actually, the second vignette in this film is the true disaster.
I call it King Vampire.
Let's watch some real acting.
Who here has seen the face of the murderer?
Look how they add the sounds of a large, unruly, angry mob and have 3 extras standing around.
Tell me, who has seen the face of the vampire? Who has seen King Vampire's face?
Has anyone in this crowd ever seen a movie worse than this? No, what are you kidding? No! And now we truly have something that will terrify most mortals. This is considered one of the greatest cinematic train wrecks ever. Here's 1990's Troll 2. This thing has nothing to do with trolls. It was originally called Goblins and was made by an Italian director, Claudio Fragasso, who used the more American-sounding moniker Drake Floyd. So this all-American family is going to go off to the country so little Joshua can get his mind off beloved dead Grandpa Seth.
Row, row, row your boat gently down a stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Merrily, 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 life is but...
Now I understand why teens are so surly. Well, as you can see, they're arriving at the little town of Nilbog. Hey, wait a minute. Is that Goblin spelled backwards? Oh, this movie really keeps you on your toes. Now, the evil plot in this town is that unsuspecting humans arrive on the spot and they're fed this special kind of food that turns them into half plant, half man, and then they feed the plant to the goblins.
She is one with the vegetable world.
And the head villainess in this, who's in charge of all the goblins and the plants and everything, this is truly one of the worst performances you're ever going to see. In fact, I take it back. Troll 2 is scary because that acting is scary. Scary as hell. And now get ready for the weirdest seduction scene ever in the history of film. And I'm not going to judge. Whatever turns you on. And we're going to close things out with Invasion of the Blood Farmers from 1972. This is a grade Z movie that was made in upstate New York. You almost have to admire the guy. He supposedly paid everybody with beer. This movie's about druids that are somehow hanging out in upstate New York, and they're snatching innocent people and draining their blood so they can feed their druid queen. So just remember, folks, druids are scary. If you ever see a druid, you cross to the other side of the street.
He is not Kensky. He is Sontag, a druid of the Sangroids who lived among you until our time was at hand.
And if you think some of the acting in Troll 2 or King Vampire is bad, you haven't seen anything. Watch this.
Hello? No, Mr. Walsh. Still no word on your daughter.
Where have you two been? Never mind. Come down to the lab. You won't believe what's happening.
And at the end, I guess apparently, after all the blood draining and murders and everything, poodles do make everything A-OK. Between the heavy metal hairdos, Nilbog, effeminate druids, and that corn cob, I'm absolutely horrified. So watch them if you dare. Talk about them in public. But don't blame us if you're ever institutionalized. For Slate V, I'm Mark Jordan Legan.
It's me against the world.